Is PayPal credit a scam or is it not? Do I recommend it or do I not recommend it? And on top of that, guys, for the first time ever, I've never done a review on an app and actually did research and found out so many bad reviews on the internet. There are countless bad reviews out there on PayPal credit, but not just that. That's nothing, because companies get feedback all the time that's negative. But for the first time ever, I saw that PayPal didn't answer or respond to not a single one of those bad reviews. And this has me a little nervous when it comes to doing this entire review because I don't know what's gonna happen when we actually call customer service to actually find out all the details about PayPal credit and to see if it actually makes sense, guys. Because in this video, we're gonna go over all the details about PayPal credit. We're gonna call them live and test out their customer service. And the third thing is this, guys. By the end of the video, I'm gonna give you a tip on how you can pay with PayPal credit or pay with PayPal anywhere, even though they don't accept it. For example, if you want to buy a laptop from Apple and they don't accept PayPal, I know a way how you can actually buy that laptop with PayPal without having to do anything tricky or illegal. So stick around to the end of the video for that. And guys, if you don't know me, my name is TommyBryson. I'm an accountant and I've been practicing personal finance for the past 4 years now. And on top of that, I never thought that I would find so many bad reviews on PayPal, especially because all my friends and all the people that I know that use PayPal are always saying, like, oh my gosh, we love PayPal. Elon Musk made it. They did this and this is amazing. They gave me back my money. But for the first time, I think there might be a problem with this product. But what we don't have a problem with is that I post every single day on the channel. So make sure you subscribe. When you subscribe, hit the notification bell so you get notified whenever I post a video on reviews, on money, making more money, income, anything that's important that's gonna benefit you. I'm making a video about it. So make sure you subscribe. When you subscribe, hit the notification bell so you get notified when I upload a new video. And as always, guys, before we start the video, we have a tradition. I ask you guys a question, and then at the end of the video, you respond to that same question in the comments down below and to see how your perspective actually changed about the entire thing. So here's the first question. What do you use PayPal for? Is it to buy it on eBay? Is it for loans? Is it for business purposes? What do you use PayPal for? And for me, guys, I literally use PayPal for everything. So comment down below and let me know in the comments, what do you use it for? And at the end of the video, I want you guys to reply to that comment saying if you're still gonna use it or you're not gonna use it, because I'm not sure I'm gonna be using PayPal after this video. I'm very worried about it because of all these bad reviews. So let's get right into the video. But before we actually do that, I do wanna go over a few things about PayPal credit and how it actually works. And then right after, we'll call customer service. And then right after, I'll tell you my little trick on how you can buy with PayPal anything that you want in the world. So the first thing is this. What is PayPal credit and how does it work? It's basically like a credit card, but made by PayPal, and they don't really give you a physical card. So you can only buy with PayPal credit with places and merchants that actually accept PayPal credit. And on top of that is deferred interest. What that means is that they have a running promotion forever, basically for right now, that if you buy anything over $99, you can actually pay over time, over 6 months. And if you pay over those 6 months, you actually get it interest free. Meaning that if you buy a $1,000 computer and you pay it in 6 months, guess what happens? You don't have to pay any interest whatsoever. So the difference is a credit card, you can use it, then you pay interest every month if you carry a balance. But with PayPal credit, you can carry a balance for 6 months, and if you just pay it off before that 6 months period is over, you get charged no interest. And the cool thing is that you can do it on a limited amount of time. So you can keep buying stuff, it doesn't matter. You can keep paying it off with no interest. So pretty cool. So let's call customer service right now. And by the way, guys, whenever you do sign up for PayPal credit or whatever, they start you off with a minimum of $250, and they do a hard inquiry, but I will be confirming all this information in the call. So stick around for the customer service call.
Thank you for calling PayPal Credit. My name is Rachel. Please note that this call may be monitored or recorded. Can I have your first and your last name?
Hey Rachel, my name is TommyBryson. How are you?
Thank you. How can I help you today?
Hey, I'm just calling in about the PayPal credit to ask you a few general questions, just so I can get like debriefed, basically. That's fine with you?
Okay, yep, that's fine.
Okay, awesome. So the first question I do have for you, Rachel, is how do the promotions work?
Okay, so the promotions work that anything you put on this line of credit that is over $99 are automatically put on a special financing promotion where you have 6 months to pay it off without any interest being charged. Now, there still will be a minimum payment due each month. Okay. But there's no interest as long as it's paid off by the expiration date.
Okay. And what's the APR?
I mean, it fluctuates with the variable prime rate, but currently it's at 26.24%.
Okay, 26.24%. Okay, cool. And whenever somebody does sign up, Rachel, do you guys do like a soft check or like a hard inquiry?
So when people apply for PayPal credit, we do an initial hard inquiry
Okay.
when you open the account. And then it looks like this account was opened actually in 2017.
Mhm.
But so we did a hard inquiry then, and then up until now, we have not been doing any other hard credit inquiries. We have not been reporting to the credit bureau. But that is going to change starting in July. So now in
Okay.
July, Synchrony Bank may start reporting to the credit bureau.
Okay. So you guys do work alongside with Synchrony Bank, basically.
Yeah, and actually we're merging with Synchrony Bank, so Synchrony Bank is going to be the ones taking over the servicing of the account starting in July.
And in July, Synchrony Bank is going to be the one taking, like, because you guys are merging. Are you guys merging with them with the PayPal credit, or like the entire PayPal company is going to merge with Synchrony Bank?
That is a good question. For sure, PayPal credit. I'm not sure about the rest of PayPal. This line of credit, though, is merging with Synchrony. It's still going to be called PayPal, but
Okay.
I'm not sure about that.
Okay. And question, Rachel, if you guys are merging, do you guys like plan on maybe releasing like a real credit card like in the future where you like where you have these promotions, but it's like a physical card and you can use it anywhere, or is it just like we're still sticking on to the entire PayPal interface?
Yeah, no, I wish that was an option. But no, as far as I know, we're not doing the physical card yet.
Okay. And question, when it comes to the deferred interest that accumulates on the account while the promotion is going on, what happens to it? Like, for example, if I don't pay after the 6 months.
So what happens is you're going to be charged all of the interest that has been deferred since the moment you bought the purchase. So all the interest that starts accumulating from the original purchase amount, even if you have been making payments on it,
Yeah.
all of that gets charged to your account.
Okay.
But additionally, any purchase that you make under $99 or any interest that was charged or any promotion that was not paid off on time or
Okay.
any fees, that is part of what we call a standard balance, which is not on special financing.
Okay.
And that is subject to that APR rate every month if it's not paid off in full.
Okay.
Every month.
And two questions concerning that. For example, you did say that it's from the original balance that you guys do take that APR from. So, for example, if I purchase something for $1,000 and I got 6 months to actually pay it off, are you guys going to constantly charge me that 26% APR annually on that $1,000? Or if I paid it down to like $200 every single month or like $300 every single month, do you guys charge me on the new balance or just like on the first initial purchase balance?
On the first initial purchase balance.
Wow. Okay. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
So meaning
Yeah, so be wary of that. Mm-hmm.
Wow. So okay. And oh wow, that's pretty weird. Oh, Rachel, you just that answer kind of stumped me for a second. And I did notice, yeah, and I did notice on the website it does say that you guys have a minimum balance charge of. Oh wait, here's my question. For example, if I do buy something, for example, I buy an iPhone or whatever I buy from eBay or something like that, and it's covered by PayPal, and I buy it costs like maybe $100, so I'm covered for those 6 months. Yes, but during that time, if I want to use my PayPal credit account, for example, maybe to do like regular purchases and just pay it at the end of the month, when I do make my payments, and this is something I'm asking you now because I'm kind of worried about this too. When I do make my payments, is my money being allocated towards the PayPal credit, or is it being allocated towards the money that's actually going to be accumulating interest every single month because it's below that $100 to actually get covered by the 6 months period?
Right, so that's a great question. So when you make a payment, it will go according to a pre-established hierarchy that PayPal has, and it will really depend on what's going on at your account at the time you make the purchase. So right now, for example, it's telling me you have a standard balance of $21.76.
Yeah.
And the rest of your balance is made up of special financing. So if you were to make a payment right now, it would cover the, you already paid off the one thing that expired in May. So the next thing that expires is not until November.
Yeah.
So a payment being made right now would cover the stuff under $99 first, and then it would start to apply to the promotions. Now, if you had a special financing that was going to expire in this billing cycle or the next, your payments are going to go there first.
Okay, so what it sounds like is, Rachel, that it all depends on the billing cycle and how close you are to actually being expired. So basically what you guys try to do is get that balance that's going to expire down as fast as possible and then cover the rest, basically. Is that what it sounds like?
Yeah, I mean, but you can always, like, if you want to make sure that your payment, that is correct, but if you want to make sure your payments are going where you want them to, you have the right to call in and direct where you want them to go. The only thing, though, is that we can't redirect the minimum payment. So the minimum payment that you have every month is about 3% of your overall balance, or
Yeah.
$27, whichever is greater.
Okay.
So that is going to go, we can't redirect where that goes. That's going to go to a part of your balance, but we can't change that, and neither
Okay.
can you. But anything you make in excess of that, we can redirect wherever you want.
Okay. So for example, this week, I think it was this week, I bought something for like $21. I think that's my standard balance, and I paid it instantly right back. Did that money go towards my promotional balance, or did it go towards what I actually wanted it to go towards?
Yeah. So that's going to go towards that standard balance that you have. It's going to pay off the
Okay, awesome.
It was made on the 28th, so it's still processing actually.
Okay.
So because it takes 3 to 5 business days to process, and it's the weekend right now.
Okay.
So by the middle of next week, you should see that standard balance disappear. That is going to apply there. That it's going to the remaining couple dollars are going to apply to the promotion in November.
That sounds pretty fair. It sounds like a pretty good system, honestly. Because what I was worried about was that while these promotional balances are going on, I would never be able to like pay down the balances that are accumulating some interest.
Like if that payment didn't go where you wanted it to, for example, I mean, it's the minimum payment, so I can't redirect it anyway. But if you were to make like an additional payment right now, I could put it towards whatever balance you wanted it to go.
Okay.
Towards.
Perfect.
So you have the right to call in and request where you want your payments redirected, even up until I see them on your last statement. So as long as I can see them on your last statement or your current activity, you can have them redirected.
Okay. Awesome, Rachel. And when it comes to, for example, late fees and any fees associated with the account whatsoever, what are those? Do you have any?
So so there is a standard late fee, which I think Synchrony Bank is going to be raising it. It was, the first one I think was $27, and then the second one was $38. Synchrony is just raising it to $39.
Wow,
flat,
$39.
Yeah, so it is late. So you do want to, keep aware that you will have a minimum payment due date each month, which is just the minimum. That is what incurs the late fee, is when you miss that payment.
And question, when Synchrony Bank does take you guys over and you guys merge or whatever you want to call it, do you think there's a possibility that they might end that 6 months period? Because my question is, for example, when I signed up for the entire thing and I was a new customer back in 2017, like, that's what I signed up for. So for example, if Synchrony Banks does take over, are they gonna like have all the old customers that just like that are there right now like attached to that $99 like promotion, or they have the possibility and the right to actually change anything on the account?
Well, they have the right to change stuff. It's just they have to tell you well in advance what they're going to be doing. So I don't, honestly, I don't think, if that's going to happen, it's not going to happen anytime soon.
Yeah.
And they will definitely let you know if that's going to happen, and they would like email you, mail you. Yeah, you'd be well aware of that before that happens, and at that point you could decide to close the account if you don't want it anymore.
Because what I'm worried about is for example, for people that for example, I just made a purchase of some stuff for my office that I need, and that's not gonna be due until November. So my worry is like, oh, what if like these people come and take over right now? They're just like, okay, time to pay everything up, But by what you're saying is kind of like, they can't do that, right? They have to like fulfill all the promises.
Yeah, not as long as you're going to have until November to pay that off. They can't just come in and retroactively change stuff. What they can do is come in and say, from this point forward, this is our new policy, and any purchases made after this date are going to apply to the new policy.
Okay, awesome. And I did notice on the website it does say that for new members the APR is 26.24%. And does that vary like as soon as like when you have some history with PayPal and you have like a good standing with them? Do you guys like lower the APR, or it just stays like fixed at that point?
It varies with the prime rate, but it's pretty fixed at that rate. And that's just because they have it high because of the special financing. Because if you use this account correctly, you don't really need to incur interest.
Yeah.
But that's how we make money, because not everybody is willing to pay it off on time.
Yeah.
For various reasons.
Yeah, it's pretty transparent.
So that doesn't really change.
Okay. And when it comes to, for example, right now you said back maybe in January when Synchrony Bank does take over, you guys will start reporting maybe to like the credit bureaus.
In July.
In July. Oh, that's this next month, right?
Yeah, next month.
Yeah. So currently right now, let's go a little bit back to in the past. Right now, since I have like 2 years, I think 2 years, like 1 year with you guys, every single thing that I've done on the account, none of that has been reported to the credit unit, to the bureaus, right?
No, not as of now. No.
And for example, like as you can see by my account, like I have a good standing. Like I've never missed a payment or anything like that. But if, for example, if someone else, like they didn't pay or anything like that, or they had like their entire account like maybe closed down, like you guys still don't report that to the credit bureaus?
So if, like, somebody opened an account, racked up a bunch of charges, and, didn't pay that off, initially we would not report, but eventually we might charge off the account where we sell the debt to another company, and then they might start reporting.
Okay.
So it could still end up getting reported. It just would not be through us, or has not been through us until starting in July.
Because the problem with that sounds as if, like, for example, when you guys charge it off your accounts, off your books, and you guys are basically free, you sell off the debt, but those collectors usually negotiate that debt, and then that way that person could maybe incur like a balance of maybe $1,000 and now only pay it off for like $200 and not get that reported. It sounds like a crazy loophole if you ask me.
Yeah, I mean, not all accounts are charged off. I don't know the criteria for that.
Yeah.
But just missing like a few payments or having the account revoked, we don't really typically charge off the accounts unless they're not paid for like several, like almost up to a year.
Oh wow.
But it's not just like, you missed a few payments. It's like, this person has abandoned
like delinquent
this account,
behavior.
so.
Yeah, delinquent behavior.
Yeah.
And Rachel, thank you so much. Like, is there anything like else that I missed that I might have not asked you that you want to talk about a little bit?
Oh, I mean, I spent 6 weeks in training, so I'm sure there's stuff that you are going to have questions about in the future. But in terms of PayPal credit, you just want to keep aware, keep an eye on the special financing. You can view that on your statements each month, which you'll get on, you can see online. But if you're going to want to log into your computer to view stuff on PayPal credit.
Okay.
Don't just rely on the app. And when you go onto your computer, make sure you pull up the whole PayPal credit section.
Okay.
That way you can keep an eye on everything. But if you have questions, you can always just give us a call back.
Because I did see like a review online. By the way, there's a lot of people that seems to be confused about how the entire thing works. I saw like a lot of bad reviews, but I never had like a single like problem with you guys whatsoever. But I did see a review from a lady that she uses PayPal credit, but like her payment was about to be due, like to finalize everything, and she was about to expire on the promotion, and she sent in a payment through mail, and then when you guys received it, it was already too late and you guys didn't confirm it, so you guys retroactively like charge all the interest. Does this sound realistic to you? Because I feel as if like if that really did happen, like you would guys like would usually like try to like see when the mail was actually sent and then just work with the client like that. Does that sound real to you, or does it sound like maybe like she twisted the story a little bit?
I'd have to, I can't pull up the specific account to see exactly what went on, but I will say with mailed payments, like we are an online system, that's our product, so mailed payments are fine, but you do have to make sure that it gets to us and you give us time to process it before the due date.
Okay.
Because
so
is the processing time,
is the processing time that you guys take, is that like your liability, or does that become my liability? For example, if I send you a payment and then you guys get it today, but then my thing is due like in 2 days, if you guys take like a whole week to process it, is that on me or is that on you?
See, with mailed payments, that's on you, and that's just because we give people like multiple options on how to pay. Mailed payments is just one of them, but you can pay online, you can call in to pay, you can have an automated system that you do, you can set up automatic payments or bank bill pay. So that's why mailed payments, like, we're not a bank, we're an online product, and it's more difficult for us to, do that. So as long as you, the moment that you see your statement and mail in the payment, typically that's fine. It works out fine that way.
Okay.
But if you wait, there's no guarantee with that. And if you're expecting to pay off a promotion, I wouldn't rely on mailed payments.
Right. Awesome. Thank you so much, Rachel. You've been a great help. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. You're welcome. You take care.
All right, you too, Rachel. Bye-bye. Wow. Never in my life have I got someone that's this honest and this blunt. First thing she said is this: listen, the APR is high because that's how we make money, because we give you 6 months to pay it off. So just be responsible. You don't have to pay anything. Second thing she said is this: listen, we're an online banking. Like, I don't know what you think this is. Like, we're online, so just make sure you pay online. And if you do want to pay over mail, just be responsible enough to understand that we do have a processing time, and you do need to send it on time so we can actually process the payment and you don't incur any interest. And now that we heard the entire conversation here, I do want to cover cover a little bit of the bad reviews that I did read online that are kind of okay, and then I have some biased ones that are just outlandish and just don't make any sense, but I want to cover a few of them. But before I actually cover them, guys, I want you guys to comment down below. Let me know if that conversation made sense to you guys, if you actually understood everything, and if you guys like think that, you know, PayPal credit is pretty good or if it's pretty bad. Before I give you guys, comment right now though, right? Comment right now. I want to hear your answer from what you think right now in this moment from what they told me, and then after that I want to give you guys my full opinion on the entire thing, and I want you guys to reply to that comment to see if your opinion changes after I tell you the full truth, because you know that's all marketing, right? She's gonna say all the good stuff, but I'm gonna clarify everything that she was actually saying behind the lines. So the first thing is this: the first review I found out there was this guy, and he basically used the card to buy a promotional item. For example, if I buy this phone, by the way, this is where I use my monitor and stuff, so it's pretty cool. But if I buy this phone for maybe $100, well, now I qualify for the promotion of like 6 months. And then he bought some other stuff like this water bottle for like $6. Doesn't qualify, obviously. But now when he was making the payments, it was going towards the phone and not the water bottle. So he was incurring interest on the water bottle, but not the phone for the 6 months. That's what he says. But apparently, from what she told me on the phone, it doesn't work like that. It only works like that when you're very close to the expiration date. So start making all the payments towards the actual item so you don't accrue all the interest. Now, if this does happen to you, what I recommend you do is this: call in and tell them, hey, I want this payment to go into this item, into this value, into this amount, just so you can clarify and make sure you don't incur any interest. Now, the second review that I found is the question that I asked her, which is basically this lady, like, she wanted to send a payment over the internet, well, a payment over the mail, right? And when she got the payment over there, they couldn't process it on time, so then she incurred all the interest. She was really mad about it. She's been a PayPal member for like 10 years or so, so they lost a very good trooper lady, you know? But my response to that is this, you know, it is true. They are an online place and it should all be online. So if you know that there's a processing time for everything, you have to send it in like at least like 2 months before or a whole month before, just to make sure that everything goes correctly and there's no excuses. So what I recommend is you do this. If you use PayPal credit, the only way you can use PayPal credit, by the way, is online. So I'm assuming that you have a computer. So just send in your payments through the computer, and then that way everything is done on time. And that's what I recommend. The third thing I read: Tommy, it's bad customer service. Trust me, they won't answer the phone for a whole hour. Guys, I was literally on the phone for less than 10 seconds. Yes, less than 10 seconds. I called in 10 seconds. I got connected to Rachel, and she helped me out like crazy, and she was very qualified, and she was very honest, and I like that she's like almost brand new because she's not really holding back, and she's not like textbook, so she's telling me all the true stuff, like, hey, the APR is high because of this, you know, like, hey, we're online, so just make sure you do this. Hey, we're actually going to be merging with Synchrony Bank, and maybe things might change a little bit, and that was pretty honest, and I really like it. Now, guys, I am going to talk a little bit about that, but just give me 1 second to cover this one last one, and then I'll tell you about the merger thing. But what I do want to cover is this. Now, the fourth thing was this. A lot of people out there in the reviews said, Tommy, it doesn't make sense. I get this stuff because I can't use it to buy what I want, okay? Because I can only go to eBay and Walmart, but I can't buy anywhere else. Here's my thing. Remember when I told you I was going to give you a little tip so you can use it anywhere? What I do is this. For example, I bought a table from IKEA for like over $200-$300, and you guys know whenever you buy something from IKEA, you have to pay with a debit card, and that's just how it works. There's no like none of that PayPal stuff, none of that like pay as you go stuff. Is money, cash, or credit card or debit card. What I did was this: I went on eBay. Do this all the time, by the way. I went on eBay and I bought myself a gift card for IKEA. And then I went to IKEA, used the gift card, and then I bought it. But when I bought that gift card from eBay, I charged it with my PayPal credit. So now I have $300 balance over there that I have 6 months to pay it off. Tommy, why are you carrying a balance? You don't do that type of stuff. The answer is this, guys. $300, and I had the money, by the way. I had $300 like saved up. Like I had all the money. I could easily buy the table in cash. But here's the thing. I'd rather put that money towards my investments and actually make money from it and then just pay this off slowly with no interest, because why not? Make money or pay for something. Make money every single time. That's my response. Now, you're probably wondering, Tommy, what about the merger? Here's the response to that. PayPal and Synchrony Bank are going to merge. What this means is, by the way, I have an account with Synchrony Bank. I actually bought my bed from them. Very expensive bed, by the way. And I have no interest for like 3 years, 4 years, which is crazy. I don't know. I get the best deals in the world. But if they're going to merge, what I see happen is this: nothing's going to change. They're going to keep it separate because PayPal credit has their entire marketing scheme, and they have their entire marketing scheme, so they're going to keep everything separate. But what I do see is this, guys, happening is Why is that happening? And here's the number one answer that I can think of. I remember when I was doing dropshipping on eBay, things started changing a lot. And what happened was this: PayPal and eBay had some beef, and now eBay is going to have their entire separate way of accepting payments for people that are selling on eBay. So PayPal won't be necessary anymore. So they're cutting out the middleman, and PayPal is not really that happy with that. So it might be that now they're trying to understand what they're going to do, maybe cut their losses and just like merge with Synchrony Bank. I don't know, but if the entire bank does merge with Synchrony Bank, that's going to be very interesting. I don't know if that's inside information, by the way. I don't know if that's insider information. So this might be illegal, but you might want to invest in Synchrony Bank now because there's a merger happening. So just saying. Now, just to be fair, I wanted to talk about, basic good reviews, basically, like, reviews that were like bad, but like kind of fair. That's what I did before. But I do want to talk about some biased reviews. And here's the reviews. I saw some people out there say like, Tommy, PayPal is not a good company because they don't dispute it on time and everything is wrong. Listen, I've had disputes of over hundreds of dollars on PayPal, and they've all come out like very great. Why? Because I have proof and because I'm not trying to scam them. I had this one time I was selling AirPods like on the internet. Some guy tried to scam me. I called PayPal and said, all right, did you mail it on? Yeah, I mailed it in. Did you put a tracking label on it? Yes, I did. Do you have the information? Yes. All right, here's your money back. They're very good when it comes to all your disputes. So if you do have a dispute, they're going to solve it 100%. Second thing is this: does not work. That's all he said. Like the comment said, does not work, don't recommend it. That's all he said. Guys, PayPal is one of the best places for me when it comes to, for example, like user interface. It's very easy to understand. On top of that, they have very good customer service and they're always working with you. I've never had a bad experience with customer service up to now, but I do know they have a very long hold time when it comes to disputes because every single person is there like trying to like figure out everything. So you have to give them at least like 10 to like 30 minutes to actually solve that portion of things. Now, the third review that I found was a lady that said that PayPal lied and they wouldn't stop calling her. And if you see a comment like this, it usually means that the person didn't understand what was actually going on and they ended up having to pay money. PayPal tried to collect and they didn't want to pay PayPal anymore, and now PayPal is calling them to actually collect the money. Now their PayPal is annoying because, hey, you have to pay them back. And now the person's gonna be like, I'm gonna sue you for harassing me, stop calling me. Here's what happens with that, guys. I've seen a lot of cases where the people actually win over the company, where they say like, well, they're suing me. I mean, they're bothering me. I owe them money, yes, but they're bothering me too much. And they might win the case. But more than often, the company wins the case because, hey, you owe them money, so just pay the money back, okay? That's all you have to do. Now, if you made it to this part of the video, it's one of the most important parts because here's what I talk about the cons and what I actually don't like about the entire PayPal thing. And I'm going to break down a lot of facts that you probably didn't know. The first thing is this, guys. The APR is way too high. I get it, like they do promotional balances, but that's great. That's just a part of the feature, but the APR shouldn't be that high. And on top of that, it shouldn't be the same for everyone. It should depend on your credit worthiness. The second thing is this: PayPal and loans don't mix together. If you have a loan from PayPal, I don't recommend you get one, and here's why, because I have a story. I once almost got a PayPal loan for $5,000, and I told them, hey, I need the money. I'm gonna use it for my business, to fund the business. And they told me, okay, no problem, we'll give it to you, but just know that if you pay back early, we're gonna charge you all the interest for those 3 months. And I'm like, wait, what? So meaning that if I borrow $1,000, it doesn't matter if I pay it off like the next day, I'm still gonna be charged for the entire duration of what that loan is supposed to be. You might say, Tommy, that's how it is. No. That's a very obsolete way of thinking these days when it comes to business. Like if somebody wants to pay you the money, just accept the money and let them leave. And I didn't like that about the company. When it comes to loans, I don't like it. The third thing that I don't like is that they don't report to the credit bureaus. Now, a lot of people out there might say, Tommy, this is so great. I can be a delinquent, not make payments, and I don't get reported to the credit bureaus. It doesn't affect my credit score. Listen, for most of us, we want things to be reported to the credit bureaus because we want to have a good reflection of what we do on our credit score. I'm not stealing from anyone, so I don't really care about it. But here's this, guys. Since they are merging with Synchrony Bank, I do see this changing. They might start reporting things, and then that might be a plus for us. So it might not really be a con. It might be a pro in the future. The fifth thing is this. Yes, you get 6 months to pay off the item, but there's no other bonus. There's no cash back. There's no rewards. There's no miles. So it's just like pretty basic when it comes to everything. Like, oh, you get to pay it off 6 months and that's about it. Do I get a bonus? No, you don't get a bonus. You don't get cash back. There's nothing like that. So that's something that's really missing. And another con is that you don't really have a physical card. So you can only use PayPal to actually fund everything. But I wish they had like a physical card that I can use and it goes automatically to my PayPal credit account. That would be great. Now, the sixth con is this. And I'm going to go very into detail when it comes to this. If you can't pay for something ASAP, then you probably shouldn't be getting it for 6 months to try to pay it off either way. For example, if I were to try to buy a plasma TV LG 4K, 8K, 10K for like $16,000 and pay it off in 6 months, I can't afford that. I'm not going to pay for that. I'm not going to buy a Lamborghini either because I can't afford that. If your idea is this, well, I'm going to buy everything I can't afford and just pay it over 6 months, that's a terrible idea. If you can't afford it, cash right out, then don't try to buy it with credits, okay? Because the only person who's going to profit from you, like Rachel said, hey, some people don't pay it on time. So that's how we make all our money. And on top of that, listen to this, guys. They're charging you interest on your original amount. So even if you get to $10 from $1,000 on that second month, they don't care. They're still going to charge you interest on that $1,000 from the very beginning. So just keep that in mind. It's a very lucrative business. And if you don't know what you're doing, you will be taken advantage of. Now, guys, before I tell you my final thoughts, let me know in the comments down below. Which one of these cons are a deal breaker for you? Or are they not deal breakers for you? Because I obviously have PayPal credit, and none of these things are deal breakers for me because, hey, I know how to use my credit card. I know how to pay for stuff. I know how to make sure I'm not being scammed. So let me know if any of these things are deal breakers for you. And if they're not, comment down, they're not deal breakers. If they are, comment down, yes, this is a deal breaker, and I don't want that. So comment down below and let me know which one is the deal breaker for you. Now that you commented, I do want to talk about my final thoughts. So listen to this, guys, because it's very important. The first thing is this. And you probably didn't realize this, but this is all marketing and psychology. Now, what I mean by this is this, okay? PayPal is using psychology and marketing to remove the biases in your head, in your brain. The bias stuff, for example, if I buy something, I'm going to have to pay interest and I can't afford that. Well, don't worry. You don't have to pay interest for 6 months, so that's removed. The bias that, well, you know, if I miss a payment or something like that, I'm going to be reported on. Well, don't worry. We're not going to do that either. So they remove all these little biases from your head to get you to sign up for something that you probably can't afford. And then you buy something and then you end up paying interest for a very long time. It's a very lucrative measure and it's very risky for them on the business side because if they get people that know what they're doing, they will be out of business because this is not profitable at all. But since most people that are being marketed to are being taken advantage of and they don't know what they're buying, and then next thing you know, they're paying a balance off for like an entire 5 years, well, they end up paying 26% APR, and that's pretty high. So in conclusion, should you sign up for PayPal credit? Should you get it? Should you not? I had PayPal credit for like over 2 years now. I like it. I always buy stuff that I need. For example, when I need things for my office, which is basically like in my room, like hard drives, like computers, like camera, or like whatever I want, it's like a big investment that I don't want to spend that money on that, and I just want to invest my money elsewhere. Well, I'll use it with PayPal credit. I'll buy it, and then I just pay over time. That's what I always do, and I've never had a single problem with doing that. I've never had any interest accumulated in my account, and that's what I do, guys. And by the way, guys, if you want to know exactly how to get away with paying no interest on a normal credit card, watch my last video where I actually talk about that. I gave you 8 ways to actually evade interest. By the way, they're legal ways, so it's not illegal, so don't worry about that. I'm going to put the link in the description down below, so just check that video out. And guys, comment down below if you're going to get PayPal credit or if you're not. And I recommend you get it now and try to buy whatever you need to buy now because I don't know what's going to happen when they actually merge with Synchrony Bank. But I don't recommend PayPal if you're actually going to try to like buy things you can't afford because it will come around and bite you in the, you know what I'm saying. I don't want to get demonetized, but yeah. And guys, as always, if you like the video, go ahead and like the video and comment down below why you like this so I can keep making content that you like. If you dislike the video and let me know in the comments down below why you dislike it so I can keep improving. And guys, as always, don't forget to subscribe. And when you subscribe, hit the notification bell so you get notified whenever I upload a video. And if you want to keep talking to me one-on-one and not just in the comments, just DM me on Instagram at TommyBryson. I answer all my DMs always, 100% success rate. Like best customer service ever in the world. I'll see you guys next time in my next video. Thanks for watching and peace. You've got to start at the bottom if you're ever gonna reach the top. You've got to watch all the seeds you sow.